Halloween is the best time of the year, and one of my favorite ways to get into that Halloween spirit is by watching spooky movies and by playing spooky games. And when it comes to getting me into that Halloween spirit, nothing beats Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is a horror video game where you are ghost hunters. You head into houses infested with evil spirits with your goal being to find out what type of ghost they are and to get out alive. You go into a house with ghost equipment to track down what room the ghost is in, but when you find out what room it is, then you have to use your equipment and figure out what type of ghost it is. It's kind of like a game of Clue, except it's not Mr. Plum sitting in the office with a candlestick, it's creepy child who was murdered in a creepy nun room with a singing box next to her, and now it's trying to kill me. And in this game, you're never running into a nice ghost, you're never running into Casper, you're always running into a little child murdered by the Kool-Aid Man. Like, what in the world happened here? I'm an intern, I don't get paid enough for this, I don't even get paid! Now, for all you ultra chads, this game might not sound scary enough, it might sound a tad goofy, if you will. Whatever, bro, you're just finding a ghost. But the problem is, the ghost changes every time. You don't know where it is, what type of ghost it is, what type of pattern it has. It's always somewhere else because every round it's different. So every match is this horrible game of cat and mouse as you try to find where this thing is, and it's waiting for you and trying to screw with you, and eventually it's going to attack you. And when it does, it is not fun.
Oh, I like that much better. Oh, that's so much better. Those lights were brutal. Don't turn the lights on, plus we save on electricity, right? And because the lights didn't work, I won't pay the rent, so we get better lighting and we don't pay the rent, right? Right? No, get those lights off. Off. Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off. Turn them off. Let's go. Ready? Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights!
Phasmophobia thrives off the fear of the unknown. Most horror products are so disposable. You watch a jump scary movie, and sure, it's scary the first time through, but the second time through, there isn't any fear. I know where the scary thing is. It's right there. You're not scaring me. I know you're there. Yeah, come out. Come out. I see you. Yeah, get the freak out of here. The best horror movies are the ones that are deeply upsetting, offering new ideas and moments and more details that you can discover in each rewatch. Phasmophobia keeps that essence of true horror due to each match there being a randomized ghost type and it being in a different room. It always keeps you on your toes and you never know what to expect. This is one of the most nerve-wracking games that I've played because of that lack of information. You don't know where that ghost is, and that lack of music along with the quiet creaks of the house just makes you feel so underpowered and so helpless. And that fear as members of your group begin to get picked off one by one, your flashlight starts flashing, it's blinking, you don't know why, you have no clue what is truly going on, what is happening, it's a terrifying experience. And I can say this game truly makes you fear being in a basement. And don't even get me started on the VR version of this game. In VR, this game is a bone rattler, but it's not as scary as this, but what is? But the fear in Phasmophobia never feels overwhelming because you got the boys! Having friends with you in this game is probably the greatest secret ingredient of this game because just like the Halloween season, it kinda sucks if you don't have someone to share it with. I'm not even gonna review the single player because I think you're missing the point of the game by playing that. It's like playing single player Among Us. I might as well be playing Russian roulette alone like Mr. Krabs.
For yourself. And for Cole.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Having your friends though with you in this pretty terrifying experience makes it manageable and really fun, kind of like being in a haunted house with your friends on Halloween night. And just having your friends saying the stupidest things while you stumble upon a dead body makes what alone would be a horrifying experience into one of the funniest things ever.
Letting the dogs breathe.
I cannot explain how well this social dynamic makes it as you try to figure out this mystery every match. Where is this person? What type of ghost are they? Where are they? Then you'll have something terrifying happen of a child singing or starting up a telephone right next to you. And then one of your friends in the group realizes that it's a child who's the ghost and proceeds to say one of the funniest and most out-of-pocket things in the entire world, and I will not repeat it here because I do not want to be put on a list. It allows there to always be a feeling of fun, and when you all get scared and start freaking out, that's just as fun and immersive as when you're all chilling by some dead person's dogs. And that social dynamic is what the gameplay completely builds off of. When building the game, the developers obviously knew that if they nailed the tone, everything else would fall into place, and it does.
Oh, it's my favorite chair.
Dude, there's a lot of torture chairs.
I don't think this is like a sanctioned asylum.
I don't think it is either.
And the gameplay completely builds off that social dynamic, as you need to use tools to find the ghost, but almost all of them require you to be in the same room as the ghost. Along with that, the ghost most likely will only respond to you when you are alone, and the only thing more terrifying than being alone is that feeling of feeling safe with your friends only to be abandoned, having that stripped away. But being with the ghost one-on-one, as you know you can't see it, but it's there, you know it's still in the room with you as it breathes down your neck and throws stuff across the room just to mess with you, is so unnerving. But the true horror comes from the threat of what could happen, and when the ghost strikes, it truly is terrifying. The lights begin to flicker as you hear music for the first time in the entire game. The music kicks in as your anxiety spikes. You try to run, find some way out, trying to hide desperately anywhere away from the ghost. Oh my gosh, It's just so great. This game truly is a keeper. It nails its tone so often and is absolutely great at being scary and super fun at the same time. It's great, but it's not perfect. This game would get a few more points if it wasn't so clunky, but that's kind of par for the course with these independent games that are being produced. And yeah, this game can be buggy sometimes. The doors in this game aren't always the best, and there have been a lot of audio glitches for me and my friends. We've had a big problem when it's come to audio and just hearing people through different mics and stuff. Me and my friends have had really weird problems where we'll only be able to hear certain people inside houses or outside of houses, and that's not a microphone problem, that's just a this game is buggy problem. And VR, oh buddy. Now to be fair, if you want to play this game in VR, you definitely can. This game ran pretty great for me in VR, especially compared to other games that I've tried like Star Wars Squadrons, where it was abysmal to run it. And I'm a huge champion of VR gaming, no need to toot my own horn, but like the ultra gamer I am, if there's a VR mode in a game, I usually want to play that version because it's so immersive. And Phasmophobia in VR is even better and more immersive and more fantastic and more scary, and it has more glitches. With VR, there's more jank than the PC version if you're just playing on mouse and keyboard, but I do think if you're a big VR gamer, you should actually go pick this up. It's only 15 bucks, right? It's super cheap and it is worth the VR experience. This is a great VR game. Anyway, enough with the VR supremacy. Unless you want to check out some of my other VR videos, I'll put a few up in the top link. Go check them out. If you have friends to play Phasmophobia with, this game is absolutely worth your time and it is absolutely great. And for $15, it is an absolute steal. If you are looking for a game that is the definition of bang for your buck, this is it. And just like Donkey once said, this is a masterpiece for your wallet. There's no stupid battle passes, no AAA crap. This game just wants to be a super fun, super replayable social horror game, and it absolutely nails what it is trying to do. And when it isn't perfect, you're willing to forgive it because this game just feels so pure. This is what video games should strive to be. Just super fun games with no strings attached. Now, I do feel you for people that are solo gamers. I hear your cries in the ether when this video gets published saying, what about the solo mode? What about single players? We exist, don't forget us. And I haven't. So if you are a solo gamer and you want to play this game alone, by yourself, I don't think I could truly recommend this. I don't think the solo mode is probably enough variety to come back. Maybe it is. Maybe you just want to get scared out of your mind and find ghosts, but honestly, that is not what I play the game for. The social aspect of this game is so integral to the game being as fun as it is. So if you're a solo player and you want to get in this game, I say just hit up the Phasmophobia Discord. I don't know if it sucks or not, but just find someone to play with you. If you don't have anyone to play with, just go look for forums or go find someone to play with. I don't care. Be social. Go find a friend. This game is absolutely great, and it's easily my favorite game to play with my friends when Halloween rolls around. It's so fun and replayable, and some of my favorite gaming moments of the past few years have been on this game, and they keep updating this game, and it just keeps getting better and better. This game is absolutely great, and I think Phasmophobia is easily the best Halloween game of all time, and it's one of my favorite games to play whenever it is fall time or spooky season. That's why I'm going to give Phasmophobia an easy 8 out of 10. It is absolutely great, and honestly, this could easily go up over time if they keep adding on to this awesome game. Anyway, happy beginning of Halloween, everyone. This is my favorite time of the year, and I'm just glad to finally share something Halloween related on the channel. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else I have to say about this game, other than bustin' makes me feel good.
I'm afraid of no ghosts.